What's going on YouTube? This is a brand new dash cam from Alween and it has a super cool trick built into it. I think this dash cam is probably one of the best suited for those of you that do rideshare. Maybe you drive for Uber, Lyft, Via, or maybe you just do the carpool thing with Waze. In any event, if you want to be safe, this is a dash cam for you. Not to mention 1080p recording on both front and back means that this camera is going to give you some super awesome quality. Let's go ahead and unbox this thing and check it out together. You get extra straps to make sure compatibility. Next you get your little plastic pry tool, standard car charger, and then you get your rear camera. Now both of these cameras can record at 1080. So number one reason why I recommend this, and I'm going to get into the settings and show you some samples. The quality is really good, but if you drive for Uber or if you drive for any ride share, maybe you do your own carpool thing in your neighborhood and you're driving complete strangers. If someone acts a fool, someone acts up a little bit, all you have to do is turn over this camera and put them right on the feed. So number one safety reason is right here. Let me show you that again. If you're driving along and someone's acting a fool in the back of your car, you just rotate the camera just like this and you get everything on video. Not only does this camera mean safety, guys, but this camera where it's positioned also means that you have a better fit in more vehicles, probably 100% of the vehicles. Now nothing's 100%, but I know some vehicles already have a wide rear mirror in their car. And the dash cams that have the mirror built into the back sometimes just doesn't fit, even though you can slide it out. Sometimes it's just not enough. And that means you have to change your mirror and you really don't want to do that. You want something that's super easy to install. So the fact that they've placed the camera right on the bottom, right underneath where you'd set this up over your mirror, means that you can position this and you can have it set in any way possible so that it'll fit in your car. So I think that's a really great way, a nice attention to detail, a nice little trick, a nice new modern innovation here. All right guys, so if we take a look at the settings, this is the actual camera. This is the layout that we're going to see. So right at the top here, this is where you have the amount of time left on your SD card that you can record. So I have about an hour 19 left. On the top right, this is where you have all your features of everything that you've enabled. So I'll get into that in a second. The right side of the screen has the little company branding Chicom. Even though it's an Alween dash cam, it still has the Chicom software. You have the time, the date, and the day. Taking a look at the options on the bottom here, this is your stop, start, record. This is your snapshot feature, so if you want to take a quick shot of whatever is going on, you just press that button. You can mute or unmute the microphone like so. Now if you are recording, let me just start a recording of my beautiful desk. You can lock the file, so whatever you've recorded, you lock that and it can never be overwritten, just in case you have an event that you need to record. This is your media button, so if you click on that, you can see all the different files that you've already recorded and you can go through them. These are all the different files. I'm going to show you the camera quality in a second. But if you go back, you can also see the front, you can see the rear, you can see if anything happened in the front, if anything happened in the back. So you can check out everything that you've already recorded on this dash cam right on the mirror itself. Now going into the settings, guys, we have a bunch of different options in the settings here. This is where you can change from 1080 to 720. Next option we have, this is your duration. So if you want 5-minute files, 3-minute or 1-minute. Night mode, turn that on or off, guys. This is your exposure. So if you need to adjust your exposure a little bit. Time lapse, you can either have 4 frames per second or 1 frame per second if you want to. Video time lapse is 1 or 4 frames per second. This is your time lapse duration from 2 hours all the way up to 24. Smart LED brightness on or off. This is your G sensor. So if you do get hit, you want to set the sensitivity from low to high. Next option we have is your parking monitor. You can turn that on or off. LCD power save, so if you want this to turn off automatically or never, you can have that turn off. When I'm driving, guys, I don't really like to see the video. I just like to see my rear view. You have language, English. Volume, this is where you change it. I'm going to just put it to high just for this video. Frequency, we don't really need to change that. Date and time, format, and your reset. So that's basically it, guys. And now just taking a look at the top of the device, this is where you put your SD card and it goes up to 64 gigabytes. This is where you plug in that rear view camera, and if you don't hook up the wire, if you don't hook it up to your reverse lights, it still will work. It's still going to get a power from the actual camera itself. So really cool for that. And there's your mini USB. On the bottom, that's where you have your power on, off, your manual on and off. I'm really excited to see what the quality's like. This one has super night vision, so f1.8. You get 6 lenses, so it should be really, really clear. You also get 24-hour parking monitor if you hook it up to a hardwire kit, but I'll leave that link down below as well. I actually purchased the hardwire kit. If you connect this cable to your reverse lights, once you pop your car in reverse, it'll automatically show that feed on the camera. Not to mention wide angle on both of these cameras. So let me go ahead and install this and we'll check it out together. So this is the main screen. This is what you'll see. And you can tell in the back, you can see what car is behind me.
Of this special offer from Untitled. Buy 1 bottle of Smart Surf for $19.95 risk-free. Double up and get free shipping. The regular retail is $52.95. Contact Invite at 800-6